And gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is something I've thought of before, but just jokingly with myself, whoever's around me, just never really serious. So it's hilarious to stumble on this video because silicone is in the rubber family, basically. Silicone is a cross of rubber and plastic. It's in that family. It literally, I'll read to you what it says. It says it is a hybrid between a synthetic rubber and a synthetic plastic polymer. Basically, it's in the rubber family. That's what silicone is. That's what all these women getting all these BBLs or adding. I don't want to hear about the fat transfer and blah, 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 because a lot of them are also filling it up with a lot of silicone. So now, humorously thinking, I'm in California. It gets to 100 degrees outside. Rubber and hot weather. Yeah, like rubber melts. I'm always like, well, I'm always looking like, I know these bitches have to stink in the middle of summer. It's hot outside. This heat is penetrating your skin, your cells, your pores. It's going inside and it is hitting the silicone. I know this is not a scientific explanation at all, but fuck it. That's how I look at things sometimes. I don't have time to look at it scientifically. I'm looking at this like, yo, man, rubber is in your body. Plastic is in your body. It's hot outside. Plastic/rubber and heat just don't mix. So I'm not surprised, because in joking, I'm always like, I know these bitches have to stink. This heat is not going to be on their skin that's filled with rubber or filled with plastic, and there's just no reaction whatsoever. So lo and behold, I stumble on this awesome video. Awesome video from the Tea World. It's BBL ladies smell very badly. Oh, all right. I thought I was going to be able to adjust. Scoot it down so you can see who it's by, but it's by the Tea World. I'll tag the video in the description, but it's just hilarious. We'll just go over this real quick.
But there will always be questioned, and people will nitpick every inch of your body if you do a BBL.
God, this shit is so gross. What is this? What is this? What is that stupid face?
Are coming out, and I can't help.
Time out. Let's just. These bitches, like, fuck, stay on the shit. These women really think they're so sexy too. They really think they're about it. With this stupid face, stupid body, just stupid shit. And you can't tell her shit. And this is supposed to be a black woman with Becky's hair on her head. But she will see a white girl with braids and want to throw a hissy fit. Oh, punk ass shit. Stay, YouTube. Like, this shit like this is just gross. It's embarrassing too. It's embarrassing, dude. And you come out and say you're a black woman, and you will be in the face of a bunch of women, of white women, saying you're a black woman, and this is the face they will see you. Yo, you paying tribute to white women. Like, you are subconsciously worshiping white women and letting them know that they are better than you because you are striving so hard to look like one. This is not your nose, bitch. This is not your hair. All this is fake as heck.
Seemingly true rumors about BBLs are coming out, and I can't help but wonder what it's like sitting next to your faves with BBLs. And if they are true, why would you put yourself through that just so you can have a big butt and a snatched waist? I've seen this on Twitter before, but seeing them on the popcorn...
It's like, it's so crazy how we're in the time where women are the lowest and the cheapest they've ever been in life. Like, Instagram didn't exist, so once upon a time there were not women out here just so easily advertising everything they have, just basically being strippers for the internet. So it's crazy that we're in the time when women are the lowest they've ever been. And we'll talk about black women because that's what I always want to focus on. I don't give a damn what other women of other races are doing. I will talk about it when it applies, but for progress, I'm focusing on us black people. I don't want to hear about, well, white girls do this or black girls or Asian girls do this. Fuck off. I'm not talking about them. Us as black women. This is the lowest and the trashiest black women have ever been in the history of time, in the history of society, especially in America, but all over the world, because this African woman about it too. This bitch looks like she might be part African. Like, real talk, this shit is all over the world. Black women have never been as cheap and as low as they've been in today's time, but yet they think they are the greatest. They think they are the best in this time because they're making more money than maybe ever any other time before. Now they have a chance to make bags, so they think they're the best quality that they've ever been. Yet in reality, they are the cheapest they've ever been in society. What is this bullshit? And this bitch will dress like this to just a normal occasion and want you and expect you to look at her with the same level of respect as a bitch that works at a bank and is covered up. And I've never been one to be against women in, you know, a little bit of, what's the word I want to use? I've never really been against women who, in a sense, even wore shit like this, to be honest. Because it just wasn't so, it wasn't just in overabundance. It wasn't running wild and it wasn't running rampant. It was just, okay, sometimes girls like to have fun and just, hey, man, girls do like to have fun, get trashy sometimes, whatever. But the way it is now, before when it was done in fun. It was rare to really just see this out there for black women. Did it always exist? Of course, there have always been prostitutes in this world. There have always been strippers, but they were never just so out here like this. But now that's, I mean, my God, you got regular women out here doing the most. And I really kind of forgot what I was even, like, the point I was trying to make, but let's just get back into this video.
Was the icing on top that I needed. So the Popcorn Room reposted a tweet about BBLs. Yo, apparently some women with BBLs smell down there. If you want one, just don't do it. It's not worth it, Sitler said. And some people said it is definitely true. I know two ladies that got BBL and they have a funny smell. It's not the V, but the bad sana. It definitely does give a smell, someone commented. Some felt BBL has nothing to do with personal hygiene. With the fight between Tebogo and Eno, I saw a post that said,
I think this is an African woman. She looks African. This is just goofy to me. To me, it's one thing when black American women kind of follow along with the agenda. It's like, you know, you kind of expect it from black America because they kind of don't have a choice. They don't know better. They don't know different. This is all they've known from the minute they come out of the womb to however old they are. America is all they know. They are the limited few. They are the minority here, surrounded by white people. So when I see African Americans kind of going along with the agenda, going along with the program, you know, they're wearing weaves and they're, you know, just contouring their face, they're trying to look white. It's like, I kind of get it because you're surrounded by them. I can see how that pressure would affect you. You would be very, very strong for it not to. But I can see how an African American in this country growing up with that, the Western idea of the Western standard of beauty, I can see how it will affect you. But when I see Africans, that's the one that really is like, bitch, you ain't got no excuse. Because you, unless it's an African who grew up in America or an African who grew up in Britain. Now, yeah, there are a lot of Africans in London. If that's the case, then okay, the same thing still applies to her being like a black American in America. The same will still apply to her if she was an African out here. So I get that. But the reality is there are Africans in Africa. There are Africans in Nigeria. There are Africans, I'm Nigerian, so I focus on Nigeria. But there are Africans in Africa that this is how they wear their face. This is the shit on their hair. And those are the ones that just totally like blow my mind away. Like, bitch, you have your own continent. We have our own space, our own land, our own thoughts, our own things that we should be living according to how we should have our own standard of beauty. Like, there's just no excuse when I see an African really out here trying to look like a white girl. It's like, really? Like, to me, that's just the goofiness of Africa. You guys have a whole continent to yourselves. And instead of learning what to do with it, you still be out here trying to do what white do. Still, every time you're begging white people for shit. You got your own continent that feeds the whole world except itself. It's a whole different video. So when I see African women just doing this shit, man, I've made videos about how just this look really, really irritates me on black American women. But when I see it on an African woman, man, it's pure disgust in my soul. Because as an African, you should know better. You should be the ones even showing African American what the frick a black woman is supposed to look like. You're the one that should be showing and having that standard in life. This white girl image should not affect you if you're an African. It really shouldn't, because you didn't grow up around it. You shouldn't have that pressure of white is best, I didn't even look at my life as being black until I came out to this country. So that's years of just of an African foundation set in me before even coming out here for the American way to really like infiltrate my way of life, my way of thinking. So when I see Africans out here just, man, let's keep it going. This was supposed to be a short video. This video is only a minute long and I've already spent how much time talking. Let's keep going.
Now, this is kind of hard to believe because these ladies hang with ballers. You think ballers would spend their riches on smelly butts? Oh,
it's crazy, man. It's so unfortunate. It's so weak to me. It's boring. At first, maybe if there was like a few of them, okay, I could appreciate cute. But now when like they all look the same, they all do the same shit, they all got the same weave, they all do the same makeup, they all have their cheeks and their nose fake, everything looks puffed up, everything is fake. I'm so bored and tired of the nails. Like, y'all dress the same, look the same, it's all pose, it's all fake. It's all like, as a black woman, you would think she is so comfortable. Yeah, you're a black woman in America, nigga. They killing us off. Like, they killing black people off in this country one by one, dude. If she had a brother or a father or a son, that's the police's next target. But she more interested in modeling and looking so fucking... And, you know, fun is great. But right now, black people just think that there's nothing to fight for. That's the problem I have with all this shit. I love dressing up. I'm one of them girly girls when it comes to stuff like that. I like looking good. I like dressing up. I like nice things. I like all that. But there's a time and a place for everything. And it's like, the problem I have with it is that African Americans don't seem to realize that there's really a war or a fight being brought against them. All they care about is this dumb shit. Like, how in the time when black Americans should be really fighting for something serious for themselves? Because now, police brutality has always been out here, but now we're seeing it. In the era of cell phones and all this, we see it all the time. Now there never has been more of a motivating time for black people to want to make a move for themselves. But instead, all they care about now is their bag. It's the most motivating time for black people to really want to be making a move, yet they are the least interested in any kind of justice or any kind of change for themselves that they have ever been. It's crazy. It's crazy. The time where you need the most change right now. Because now everybody is seeing how police really moves. Black people should be somewhere organizing, strategizing how to protect themselves, protect their neighborhoods, protect their communities, not just men, the women too. But instead, black culture right now is more interested in dumb shit like this. BBLs and nails and hair and lashes and fake, everything just done up. This is what black people are more interested in.
These ladies have some kind of 24-hour deodorant to take away the odor. Hi, it looks like BBL is way too much work, man. You spend hundreds of thousands to look snatched, but then have to wear a waist trainer all the time and still have to gym. Like Faith said, Nkaluma Sejen Shem. No ways.
All we ever think about is money and bills. It's so discouraging.
People are really...
Anyways, like, a video kind of got longer than I even wanted it to go. I just wanted to talk about how I've always thought that I know these people have to have a smell. Like, there's no way you're going to have a body full of silicone and a body full of rubber and plastic and you're standing outside in hot summertime weather and there's no odor coming. I don't, but like, you can miss me with that. I've always felt it, always known. I've always believed that it has to be true. So when I saw this video and then you see the comments and you see other videos too that kind of concur on that idea, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Black women have really they've lost a lot, man. You just lost, man. And do white girls and everybody else get BBLs? Yes. But yet, somehow, shockingly, this shit is really only prominent, really, in the black culture, as far as what you see in the media. Are there white girls with BBLs? Yeah, but it's not as prominent as you see black girls really in the media. And how ironic, because black girls are the ones who actually have bodies. The irony. You would think this pandemic, because that's really what it is, you would think this ailment of BBLs would really plague the white community more. You would think it'd be a bunch of white girls that this culture would just infiltrate. Instead, it's black women's culture that BBLs have just taken over. Yet black women are the ones that we've always known to be the ones who actually have a body, actually have hips, actually have ass, actually have things like this. But yet, it's black women that for some reason can't get enough of this BBLs injected. Anyways, I'm out. I'm done talking. I'm kind of rambling. Peace.